So right now we are going to add a new family. This is a visiting family. It's their first time. Of course, greet them. You're excited that they're here. Welcome. High five the kids. Make sure you're smiling. And then you can ask them. Have you joined us before? Is this your first time visiting with us? And if they say yes, what I would do is start with the parent's name. So ask the parent's name. So let's say John Smith, okay, is the parent's name. So go ahead, make sure these are capitalized, please. They will print if we have names without capitalization at the front. They will print that way, and it just doesn't look quite as nice. So make sure that they're capitalized, and you can search. It's quick and easy to start with the parent name. Okay, so John Smith, we actually added them. Let's see, hang on. We added John Smith the other week as a practice. So let's come up with Bob Smith. Maybe, hopefully he's not in here. Let's see. Okay, so Bob Smith is nowhere to be found, but don't worry. We're going to add this person. So this is Dad's name. Okay. And remember, the first thing you do, even before you do this, is that you have given them a form, a KidPoint registration form. They have completed it, and now you're using that to enter this information. Don't start entering it until you've given them that form. You can, Sarah said she looks over their shoulder as they're writing and starts entering information. If you can read upside down, that's great, but they have to fill out a form so that I can get all of their information, and I can send postcards to the kids and emails to the parents. So it's super important that we get all that information on a form first. Okay, so Bob Smith's nowhere to be found. We're going to add a person. Okay, and we're going to add a new household because this is a new family. And as you can see, it automatically, since I searched for Bob Smith, it saves you a step there. You've already got Bob Smith and it's capitalized, looking pretty. Check right here that it says adult. And you can, if you're adding a child, which you wouldn't add a child first, but for later we'll make sure that we add a child. And you can select the gender if you like. And then one thing that will save you a little bit of time, for the email address, and if you hit this arrow down at the bottom, you can see more of the information. So you can see their birthday, which we won't do all that, but the email address and the home address. The home address was what was missing, and that's why I needed to push the down arrow. What a way to make things a little bit quicker is to just enter the phone number, skip the email address and the home address for now. Come back later when you're not busy, when there's not a line, and enter that information later, okay? But we must have a phone number so that we can get in touch with these parents. So don't skip the phone number because it will print on the tag, okay? So I'm going to enter a phone number here, and then I'm going to add another person. So I've got the phone number. I skipped this other stuff. I'm going to come back later. So and if you want to skip adding mom as well, you can come back and add her later. But if you have time, go ahead and let's see. We're going to add Mary Smith. Okay. And you can select now. Look, it automatically made her a child. If this is mom, you need to drop down and select adult. We don't need adults being children and children being adult. And then you can select the gender if you like. Put her phone number in. The new form has a place where we have a phone number line for each parent, so we're not confused with whose number it is. We know that Bob has this phone number and Mary has this phone number. It's a little bit clearer on the form now. So you'll enter her number. Is that too many numbers? No, that's good. Okay. I just made that up. So, and then you're going to add the child. So let's capitalize. Okay, no Bobby Smith. And then this one is a child, and yes, he is a child, okay? Now, you must have a birthday. Let's see. Let's make it, okay? And you must have a grade if they are in elementary school. Okay, so I think they're about, I think 9-year-olds are about 4th grade. If you want to do a school, that's a little bit more tedious. It's not completely, not necessary really, but you must have a birth date. Make sure it's generating an age. and make sure you have a grade if they are in elementary school. Of course, we need to make sure that we ask them, is there anything, is there any special or any allergies or anything that we should be aware of, is the way I normally word it. And you can say special needs that we need to be aware of, anything like that. So add that there, and that's all you have to do for the child, okay? When you go back and add the address, the home address later to mom's, mom or dad's profile, it will automatically generate here into this address, okay? Or into the child's address as well. So we've got parents' phone numbers, we've got information for the child, and then we're going to save this household. And then it'll automatically pull up, and you can also see that there's a double line here that shows you that these above the double line are adults, below the double line are children, okay? So, and then from there, you'll just check in as normal. You'll check here, and then you'll check who's checking them in, Bob or Mary, and then check in one person. Now, once the line has died down and you have a couple minutes, go back and find, you don't have to be quite as particular about the capitalization here since we're not actually entering anybody, but search for Bob Smith, and you'll find him here. Okay, this is when the line has gone down. They've already been checked in. You've sent them away. Now you're going to go back and enter that information that was missing. So you're going to click this little head with the pencil here, and then you're going to go down. You're going to enter his email address, whatever. You get the idea. And then you're going to go down and enter his home address. And if you see here, there's a little button that says update for all household members. Okay, so you may make sure you check that as well after you type in their information. And then you'll save household up here, which I'm not going to save since I didn't put correct information. I'm going to delete this whole family later. But you'll save, and then from there, you've got all the information entered. Okay, if you don't have time to go back, surely you probably will have some dead time, but if you don't or if you forget, I will get your form. That's why the form is so important. I will get the form on Monday, and I will go back and make sure that all the information is entered and it's entered correctly. If you will initial the form that you have entered, just so that if I have any questions, I can text you or call you, that would be great. So put those forms in the white bin in the third drawer in each of the kiosks. Okay, put the form down there for me so I can find them, and then I'll double check everything on Monday. And so that's how to add a new family.